Okay, so here's what I want you to go. I know this is kind of mixing what I do from one channel to the other, but it's all good. Here's what I've done is I've built this desk, or I don't know what we want to call it. So what we have is we've got actually the supports right here for the legs. They'll fold up and this whole piece will drop down. So that way the whole cabinet is real narrow. Now it's on wheels. I am going to go ahead and face this with antique heart pine. I'm going to basically make a veneer, take some of the 2x6s and basically cut them down to about 1/4 inch and wrap it with it. So we see, the antique heart pine. Now it's big enough that I can set my whole laptop here on it. I've got a camera there, got another camera, but this doesn't take up quite as much space as having the fold-up table. But this is more than enough for what I need for doing my live stream. I've got power up underneath of it, so the computer's plugged in there, the lamp's plugged in there. It all will work out really good. And when I'm not here, all the stuff can go inside of this. I'll put a shelf up underneath of it, and it'll be able to wheel to the wall. So it'll definitely make it a bit better. I've been working on getting the space in here cleaned up, taking out a lot of the stuff that's in here, one, so we have a better look of the place, and two, we need to clean the place up because we've got a lot of stuff in here, and I've been wetting down the walls. I'm going to get some more of the cardboard that I had left over, and we're going to go ahead and cover the floor down there. So that'll be a little bit better. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow afternoon, we'll be able to start plastering. In fact, I need to go ahead and get some more water on the walls now. Down here, I've got about an hour before time to start live streaming. I have been filling in all of the gaps with the filler. When you look at it, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do it. What's interesting is on a lot of the boards you can see down here, you'll see the heartwood is kind of in the center of the beams, and you see the sapwood. And so when you end up putting in the filler, it kind of blends in pretty well with that. So, it's not going to be perfect ever because it's an old floor. But the thing that's amazing to me is, as you walk on this floor, now that I've set all the nails, I put some screws in some places and all that, this floor is, look, there's no creaking. It's not a creaky old floor at all. And once we get this varnish, I think it's going to look fantastic. Get the base molding up in here, get that painted white. I hope to have this room in here with 3 coats of varnish before I go back home. So that way we can actually put that sofa, that corner sofa couch right in here. It'll actually fit in here real well. It'll only come out about this far this way, and it will come out about this far this way. And what I think we're going to do is, we've seen on like Wayfair, it's a coffee table, but it opens up and it raises up and it folds out. So you end up having basically a table in the coffee table. So again, that goes back to the whole thing where we say we want things to be convertible. That will give us basically seating for 3 people with a table. Maybe we end up deciding we're going to play cards. You have a couple more tables around, you play spades. And maybe put a drop leaf table against the wall here. What we can always do is we can put literature and things here, so if somebody comes by, or a book for people to sign, so that way we can have all the people who have come in and seen the place, leave their signature and stuff and their contact information if somebody who's really tied to the house. And then it can be used, of course, if we say, hey, we got company, we can open it up and we have a dinner table. I think we're going to make bookcases. We'll do a base cabinet on each side of this with upper bookcases on there. So that way we can display a lot of nice stuff. And I think we're going to get like an electric insert that's going to go in here. I'll cut into it so that way it's recessed with it, replaster around it, and we'll make that look really nice. So when you come in, we'll be able to have what looks like a fire. It's fake. You'll have seating over here for people. Of course, you can go into the kitchen. In the kitchen, we've got seating in there as well. We'll have the drop leaf table and maybe a couple chairs over there. So you could really bring people in and be able to entertain with them. What we may do, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do about a TV. I don't know that I want to have a TV scene all the time, so it may be that we put upper cabinets our doors up on the upper part of the bookcase and have the TV behind that and have it so it pulls out or something. But we'll figure that out. We got plenty of time and need some money to go ahead and do that stuff. That's further down the road. Right now, the main thing is trying to get this stuff done. This room, the floor is really, really good. This room, we've got a lot of work we're gonna have to do. You can see that we've got a lot bigger gaps that are in here. This one is, about 5/8 of an inch. You can see there. You can see like this one, we've got like a knot that's out of the floor and stuff like that. So we've got a lot of work to make this one whole. This will definitely be more difficult than the room in there, and that's why we're kind of taking this bit by bit. If we varnish this room, here's what we can do. We can go ahead and basically stop right here at the doorway, use that as our mark. We can varnish all the way across there, and I can basically set a board from here to here, so that way we can still get back upstairs and do that. Once we get this floor done, then we can go through and do this one and not have to worry about going across it. So that's the reason why we're doing that, and we don't have the room to get rid of all this stuff just yet. We're still using all those tools and things. So I'm gonna get, I took a break from putting this stuff down because just being bent over for a long period of time is not an easy thing to do, putting that stuff in there. So I was taking a break from doing that, and I'm gonna come down and hit the last bit of that. And then tomorrow I'll get the it's like 3 7-inch disc finish sander, and I'll come back through and finish sand all on top of this and be ready to varnish it. All right, so welcome to another morning here at the Red Brick House. I've already wet down the walls over here twice this morning, I think 3 times yesterday. And also too, we're looking at having to fix the brickwork on here. You can see actually this is loose. This was put in, this would have been the original fireplace that's right here. When technology got better, they got this insert. So we're gonna go through, take off all the loose brick. We're gonna reset this and mortar this in here and then plaster this up so it looks good. We'll go through, we'll clean out all of the brick lines in here and do all the mortar on that, so that way it'll look a lot better. That's gonna be actually a lot of work, because you see over here, there's a couple of bricks that are bad. You can see where this wasn't actually done for appearance wise, because they knew they were gonna cover it over. But we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna plaster all this and make it look good right through here. Downstairs last night, I ended up sealing up the floor with the floor stuff, so I'm gonna end up going back through and redoing it. And I got my studio desk and stuff here together, so this is actually working out really, really well. I moved it over to this side, and it's nice because now I can go through and be able to do my live streams. I can watch television, and I'm not taking up the whole space in here right now. Maybe after we get finished over here with the fireplace, maybe we end up putting the television stuff over there, and maybe I sit over this way or something. Also too, I got a bigger TV at home for my birthday, so we have a 65-inch, so we'll bring that down here, so then it'll really be nice. So working on getting everything squared away. I've got to finish going out on the roof and getting the ductwork hooked with the vent outside and stuff over there, and just trying to clean everything out of here and stuff. Later today, I'll get the finished floor sander and I'll finish sanding downstairs so we can varnish that up, which will really make that look nice.